So, as I'm standing at the bench working here, there's certain tools in my pocket that I always end up grabbing. And I was just kind of thought, a quick little video and ask other people what tools you always have in your pocket or you kind of never leave home without type of deal, bare minimum. This is one of my favorites, Milwaukee screwdriver. I don't think they make this model anymore. I have 3 or 4 of them. What I like about it though is that it's not just the same on both ends. They actually have an insert for a smaller set down here. So you end up with a square drive and a smaller Phillips and flathead. What that does though, these are all pretty standard 5/16, pretty common size for a lot of things, basically same thing as 8mm. But usually on this end, they're exactly the same. But with this one, if you take that out and you keep that small insert in there, you end up with a 1/4 inch drive. And with this whole insert out, you end up with 3/8. So you have a 1/4, 5/16, and 3/8 all in one screwdriver. Then on top of it, it's got a hole in the side of the shaft here. I think it's for electricians. It's got a hole in the side of the shaft for bending wire before you put an eye on the end of a wire before you thread the screw through it. And then it's also got a little wire stripper on the side. I could care less about that, but anyways, I like it having 3 sizes, and I find I always have this in my pocket, and more times than not I pull it out with these things, or you're at somebody's house and hey, I need a socket for this, and you just reach in your pocket and grab it and have it. So that's one thing. Trusty old Benchmade I've had forever. I don't remember what model it is. It's an Osborne design. Spring's gone out of it, but old trusty. It's been with me forever. I love it. It goes everywhere. Little pen light flashlight. Just a cheap little whatever. If I lose it, I don't care. Bar wrench. That's always with me. These little, I think Stanley makes them. Little tuning screwdriver. I like them. The handle's bigger than some. The shaft is still long enough, and the head's small enough to fit in everywhere. So those 2 are always in the pocket. And my favorite one I got from my dad. Well, I didn't get this from my dad, but growing up as a kid, he always had a small crescent wrench on his keychain. And just a fond memory, he always had this thing out. And it is a, what's it say here? Size-wise. It's a 4-inch, 100mm, it says on it. Anyways, my whole life growing up, I can remember him. A little bolt on something would be loose, or a little nut was just come undone, or a bad ground on a trailer or something like that. And he would just reach in his pocket, pull that out, a couple turns, and away you'd go. And I always thought it was the coolest thing. And I don't know why it took me so long to get one, but probably maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I picked this up kind of in honor of him. And I tell you, I use this thing more than you would ever imagine. Probably my most used tool aside from my pocket knife. Anywho, just thought I'd throw those things out there. Kind of funny. I don't think twice about having all this crap in my pocket because I use them all the time. But then the other day I was reaching for this and it wasn't there, and I kind of panicked. And it's kind of like losing your pocket knife or your whatever. If you go to grab it and it's not there and it's second nature, pretty soon you're going, oh crap, where did I leave it? Or, how am I going to live without it? So, anyways, fun little something. Let me know what you guys have to have with you at all times. Doesn't have to be saw related, just something you're always carrying. I like to get new ideas. Maybe it's something I need to be carrying and I don't even know about it. So, anywho, have a good one, guys.